Y'all already know what it is. MusicIAmTv interviews hosted by OG Variety. This time around, I'm not gonna say an artist, right? I'm gonna say a graphic designer. I'm gonna let him state his name and let him know his brand.
What's up? I'm Sam. I am CEO and founder of SM Graphic Designs. You've probably seen me across Instagram, or I've personally sent you a message. My goal is just to provide artists with a safe place to get their graphics, because there's a lot of scams out there.
Right. We're gonna get into that. Definitely want to know, how did you get into doing covers?
Yeah, I started making the covers for my own music. I don't focus on that too much anymore because I put like all of my effort into the graphics.
Mm-hmm.
But I started making graphics when I was unhappy with a cover that we got, and I was like,
Someone had did.
yeah, we paid
Graphics for you.
$100 for a cartoon cover and didn't look like
You
us
say?
at all. I made edits to that cover before we posted it. And so I was like, let me just get down to it, figure out how to do this, and then once I can do it for myself, I'll be able to sell them to artists in the area for a price that's, fair for my time.
And what year was that?
That was probably around the middle of beginning of 2019. That's when I got that cover that I was unhappy with.
Right, and from that day on, you started doing covers.
Yeah, I started slowly doing them for our group that we were in, and slowly got better and better. I still look back at the ones that I made back then, and I'm like, yikes.
Right.
But,
You're getting better.
Yeah, we're on a different level now for sure.
Can you name a few of the people you have done work for?
Yeah, first off the bat, my biggest, he was my inspiration to get into the rapping pretty much and do it officially, was Master Q.
Okay.
When I was working back at Racetrack, we met and he showed me his music online, and I was like, that's really cool, I want to do that.
Right.
And so we started recording and everything, but I do a lot of graphics for him nowadays.
Okay.
And we're real good bros.
Master Q, who else you have done graphics for?
Yeah, I do graphics for, his name is MX11, Mix11.
Mix11.
I've done them for Big Ounce. I'm blanking on some names.
Most of the local guys.
Yeah, a lot of local guys. However, I do have clients across the United States. I've done some in Canada and the United Kingdom.
Right.
But yeah, there are a lot of local guys. I have over 60 artists now that I work with.
Oh, okay.
But
so you've been busy doing your graphics. So it's good because, I'm always interviewing artists and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I never get to interview the guy who does the covers for most of these people that do music and do get graphics through you. I do see a bunch of the work that you do. I like it myself. Okay. So, what do you plan to do, like, with your graphics? Do you plan on just working with artists, or do you plan on, like, expanding it to, like, companies, like?
I have worked with a few companies, more like just like those little startup companies, not like official.
Right.
But they're harder to reach out to.
Right.
Like, I can send a message to an artist and be like, hey, I'm an artist. I do this music and I make graphics for myself, and now I can make them for you at this price. But the business, you reach out to them, they either don't respond, or they're like, oh, you have to hit up this person, you have to hit up this person.
Right, they give you the runaround.
Right. So if businesses reach out to me, I'm like, okay, I'll do whatever you need, but I target artists.
Okay, so your main goal is artists.
Yeah, and it's something that I feel really connected to.
And you feel comfortable with.
I've always been into music, yeah.
That's awesome to know, man. You do music yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How is it doing music?
I love the process. I've literally, since I was in 5th grade, I picked up my first instrument, which was a viola, and I played that, and then I played instruments through middle school, high school, and then when I got out of high school is when I started doing the rapping.
Yeah.
And just when you're in the booth and you know, the headphones on, you got the beat
right.
going.
It's a vibe.
It's another feeling.
Yeah,
like,
it's another feeling.
Because when we first started making music, you know, we were doing it off the phones, and then I actually purchased some low-grade recording equipment for my house.
Right.
Nothing compares to being in a studio.
In a real studio.
Yeah.
So, but you take your graphics more serious than being an artist, right?
Yeah, I've slowly started converting more to just putting my time into graphics, but once my graphics is established and I have exposable income, I can go back to it.
That's awesome. Is there anything you want to tell the world, you know, that they don't know about you besides graphics, you know? Anything else, you know what I mean? Like, you know, traveling, you know what I mean? Would you go travel out of state to go do graphics?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
if the business is right?
Yeah, if the business is right, or if it's needed, to be honest, because everything's internet and whatever, I can work from anywhere I want. But in the future, I will be expanding it to regular music videos and, you know, photo shoots and everything.
Right.
But for that, I would need to travel or have them travel to me or whatever. And
that's dope.
But there's definitely big plans for SM Graphics.
Good, man. That's good to know, man. For any other graphic designer that's doing the same thing you're doing, like what inspire, man? What words would you give them to give them motivation? What would you tell them?
Just literally keep making things and keep posting things. Even if you make something and you don't particularly like it, post it.
Because somebody else might like it.
Right. And oftentimes things that I'm like, this isn't that great, I post it, gets the biggest reaction.
Right, man. I want to thank you for coming through. It's an honor. You know, let me give you the honor shake. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, bro.
I really want to appreciate you, you know, for coming through and taking the time to doing this with me, because I really wanted to know who was SM Graphics, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I see it all over.
This is the face behind the name.
Right. I see the covers. I see the name. Okay, now I get to match the name, the face with the name with the face, you know? So it's awesome. Would you like to let them know where they can find you at on social media for any of your work?
Yep. Everything I am cleared to post that I make, I put on my Instagram, which is at SM_graphic designs with a Z, not an S. I do have a Facebook, which is the same name, but it's literally just what's on my Instagram. So you can find me on Instagram. You can DM me any time of the day, any time of the night. I'm around and I can get you what you need real quick.
Any shout outs before we get up out of here?
My biggest shout outs are my supporters, which biggest supporters gotta be Master Q and my mother. Love that woman. She literally inspires me to do everything I do.
That's what's up. SM Graphic Designs. Shout outs to you. Big huge shout outs to you. You already know you're rocking out with OG Variety, and we out of here.
Hell yeah, bro.